writing here cities underscore city. All are same here. Int, predefined type, structure, string, predefined type, class, cities, user defined type, enum. But all are types only. Okay, now I want to assign a value to it. What can I assign? Your boundaries here also. You can assign only these 6. You cannot assign anything outside the 6 now. I am saying is equals to 0 means Bengaluru. Are you clear? I can even write like this here. Just now their console color dot blue. Same way. What is it? Cities dot Bengaluru. I can assign like this. Okay now? Now tell me one thing. Can I define a property on customer ID? Come on, help me. What int? You don't have modifier. Tell that then. Public int customer ID get return. I could see only few people telling here, reminding people, what are you doing? Are you practicing? Then open the mouth and answer here. I'll make you stand in the classroom. The last warning I'm giving you. Morning 7 o'clock back, the same thing happened yesterday. They stood, I think last week. Half an hour they stood in the classroom. If you want to do that, continue that one. I'm telling you that one. Open the mouth. Tell me. Set underscore customer ID is equals to value. Come on. I want to define a property on the name now. Fast. Public. You're telling like LKG students like public string name. What is it? Yeah, public string name. Then what is it? L. Next. Get. Sorry. Get return underscore name. Value. Underscore name is equals to value. For city also you want a property now. Public. Why string came here? Where is your brain? Customer ID is which type? Customer ID is which type? Answer that question first. Then you define int here. Name is which type? Thing here. City is which type? Why are you telling string then? Cities. That is what. That's why I'm telling you, open the mouth. You'll understand the concept first. Public cities, not string now. Cities type. City. Get return underscore city. Set underscore city is equals to value. That's how you write. The value is which type? Cities type. Now what can you assign for that? Only a cities type of value can be assigned. You can assign only cities type of value. Okay. So come on, let's do it. The existing city property is not matching our requirement. Correct? Array, this is not matching our requirement correctly. So let's delete it. Wherever we have that, let me delete it. So I don't have city property at all. Now I want to define it. If you want to define a property, what is the first thing you're doing? You're declaring a field of the appropriate type first. And now see, first one is integer type, second one is Boolean type, third one is string type, fourth one is double type. Now, if you concentrate on all these particular things here, if you concentrate on all these things, all these are predefined types now. Tell me, all these are predefined types or not? But now you want to declare a field of a user-defined type which is not existing, which is, so first what you're required to do, you're required to define the cities type first. You're required to define the cities type. So let me define it. Actually, where should I define the enum, sir? Actually, where should I define a enum? Okay, listen. You can define a enum inside a class or inside a structure. You can define a enum inside a class or inside a structure. We'll have a doubt. What is the doubt? Sir, class is a type. Okay. Enum is a type. Then what are you telling? You can define enum inside a class? Yes, case possible. We call it as a nested type. What is that? Nested type means a type inside a type, possible. But still, second way is, you just like all the other types, it can be defined under namespace. Just like all other types, it can be defined under a namespace. Second option, it can be defined inside a class or a structure also. So what is the best option? Even though it can be defined under a class or a structure, my suggestion is always define types under namespace only, because remember, namespace is a logical container of types. We learned in the starting classes, structures, classes, interfaces, enums, delegates, all are contained under a namespace. So the correct way to do is under the namespace, but option is there to define under a class also. If you define under a class, the problem comes when you're consuming in other projects. Namespace name dot, class name dot, enum name dot value. Did you understand or not? I want to consume another project. How should I write? Oops project dot, customer dot, cities dot, Hyderabad. Lengthy statements will be there. So that's why my suggestion is go always under the namespace. But don't forget, it can be defined under a class also, structure also. If you define it like this, you call it as a nested type. What is that? Nested type means a type inside a type, a type inside a type. But still, I don't suggest that. Okay. So that's why what I'm doing, I'm adding a new code file in the project, because we don't have enum types in the code now. We have class templates, we have interface templates. Remember, structure template also not there. We went for code files. Now also same only. Go for a code file. Name it as cities. Cities. Come on. Namespace. What is the namespace name? Oops. Now public enum cities. Define all the list of the constants. Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Mumbai. Are you clear? So the sequence of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will continue here, because I did not specify any index explicitly. Now come to customer class. Step 1, watch. Cities underscore city. See the difference. Int, bool, string, double, predefined types. Cities, user defined type. Cities is a user defined type. But remaining all are predefined type. But this is a user defined type. Okay, now. Second step. Underscore city is equals to 0. Means I'm assigning Bengaluru as a default value now. Okay, now. Third step. Let me define a property. Public cities city get return underscore city. Is equals to, all of you observe. Yeah, we'll write cities type. And what I said you, when you are writing a setter, don't forget to add a if condition. Set should work only when the status is true. If underscore status. In every time when you write a set, don't forget this condition. Okay, now? And see, this is also a read write property, but we call this as a enumerated property. What is that? Enumerated property means a property with a list of values to choose from. I repeat, a property with a list of values to choose from. The user can choose from the list of values. Okay, all the list of values are provided. User can choose one value from the list. Now, that's what we call as a enumerated property. That is what we call as a enumerated property. Hope you guys are clear. Come on, let's come here now. Let's start consuming it. Okay, just a minute. First, obj.city. What is the value? Bengaluru. Actually, last class I was telling you, some types in the latest version, some types in the latest version, concatenations doesn't work. Decimal it is not working, int is working, see, decimal also nullable. Same problem here also, it doesn't work here. Just go for using string interpolation without using concatenation. Bangalore. I want to assign a new value. See, when I try to assign obj.city Pune, error coming now. Can you guess the error? Not in the? No, not in the list is wrong answer. Can I assign a value hello to customer ID? Can I assign a value hello to the balance? What is the error? Wrong type mismatch, na? Then now also type mismatch only, na? Why you are telling value not in the list here? Array, type mismatch, yaar. Pune is which type? Cities is which type? Sorry, cities which type? Then that is the error, na? String cannot be converted into cities. String cannot be converted into cities. Everyone will think value not in the list. Why value came in the list first? First, you did not specify the enum name at all there. Wrong type. That's why I say you always read the errors to understand the subject perfectly first. Understood or not? Clearly telling you, I cannot convert the type string to what? Cities. Cannot convert the string to cities. Okay. So now C is equals to C. When I say is equals to, cities is getting highlighted there now. Cities dot got a list. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful now. So no case sensitive problem. And no confusion what should be selected. Select from what is available here. Okay, either band. Run. It should run. Cannot convert string to type, not a type here. Cannot convert string to cities. That is the error. Are you clearer? Understood? So you defined a fifth property now. What is it? Enumerated property. Enumerated property means a property with a list of values to choose from. A property with a list of values to choose from, and user can select a value from the list now. User can select a value from the list. The user has a chance to select a value from the particular list, and that's what we call as a enumerated property. Is that clear, all of you? Okay, fine. We'll define one more property here. What? State. City, state. We'll go with the state property. Okay. State is a string property here. I want to define it as a string only. Okay, now? Comma, underscore, state. See guys, whenever you're defining a property, see the steps carefully. First step, you're declaring a field. Second step, you are initializing the field. Correct? Third step, you're writing the property. You're writing the property. If underscore status, well, nothing special. It is same like our name property only. Okay, now come here, console dot write line customer state. What is the current state? Karnataka. OBJ dot state is equals to Telangana. Modified state. Yeah. Now, see, this is the sixth property you define. And all these properties are public. All these properties are defined as public. When you're writing public now, this get and set are accessible from anywhere now. Correct or not? The get and set are accessible from anywhere. But now if I make it internal, within the project only this get and set are accessible. If I say protected, only from the child classes only they're accessible. You remember all the 6 scopes now? So they're accessible based on the scope I define. But guys, I got a typical requirement here. What is the requirement? The requirement is like, I want get to be accessible to everyone. But the set should be accessible only to my child classes. Did you understand or not? What is that, guys? Get should be accessible to everyone, but the set should be accessible only to child classes. Get for everyone and set only to the child classes. This is what exactly my requirement is. Get for all, set for child classes. This is what I'm thinking now. Are you clear or not? Understood, all of you? So this is what exactly the plan is. Get for all, set only for child. Okay. If this is the case, guys, how to resolve it? How to resolve this? Earlier, guys, when we have these type of requirements, we used to write 2 separate properties now. Something like this. Okay, we used to write 2 separate properties here. One is public string get state. Second one is protected string set state. Now see, get is a read-only property. Set is a write-only property now. So get state is public, but set state is protected. Who can get the value? Anyone. Who can set the value? Only child class. The best example is IRCTC website. Who can view the ticket availability in the IRCTC website? Who can view the ticket availability in the IRCTC website? Anyone can view. Yes, guys, anyone can view. From anywhere, anyone can open the IRCTC website now and check the availability of the tickets. Yes or not? But who can book the ticket? Can everyone book a ticket in IRCTC? No. Who can book a ticket, Only registered members can book the ticket. When you say book ticket, it'll open the login page and say login first. Only registered members in the IRCTC can book the ticket. See now, availability can be checked by everyone, but booking is available only for customers. Here also, I want get to be accessible to anyone, set only to my child. So 2 separate properties we used to write. But 2 properties means 2 names again. Yes or not? To resolve this particular problem here, in .NET 2.0, sorry, in C# 2.0, they introduced as a concept. What is it, Till now, we are specifying the scope on the property. From .NET, from C# 2.0, you can define the scope on the accessors now. Means you can directly say now protected. So get is public, set is protected. No need to write command. Which one is simple now? Writing to or using protected here. So remember, this is also a read-write property. with a different scope to each property accessor introduced in C Sharp 2.0. Introduced in which version? C Sharp 2.0. They introduced you this concept actually. Am I clear, all of you? Tell me, understood or not? This is what we just define it now. So it's a read-write property with a different scope to each property accessor. We can define it like this. See now, an error is waiting for you in the test customer. An error is waiting for you in the test customer. Go and see. Earlier it worked, man. Earlier we were able to change it and print the value on the screen. Now it is not working. Why it's not working? Because the assignment is made from a non-child class. The assignment is made from a non-child class. So this doesn't work. So I'm commenting it and writing here. What? Assignment fails because it is done from a non-child class. It is done from a non-child class. Who can assign? Child classes only can assign. Non-child classes cannot assign the value. Is it clear? See guys, with every property I'm trying to tell you something new now. First one, read only. Second one, third one, with conditions in set. Fourth one, read write with conditions in get also, set also. Read write, enumerated, read write. But the different scope to each property accessor. Are you getting me? Okay, next. I want to define a country property. Which one? Country property. Country is a property what I just wanted to define. Okay. If you want to define a country property now, if at all you want to define a country property, how to define this country property now? Guys, if you want to define a country property here, country, listen, this country is also a string property. So what are the steps to define a property? What are the steps I said to you? First step? Declare a field, not define it. Declare a field. Second step, initialize it. Third step, define the property. Declare a field, initialize the field, define the property. Can't I define a property without declaring a field? Can't I define a property without declaring a field? When I ask this question, you'll say, how can you do that? Because the value should be stored in field only. The value should be stored in the field only. Without a field, how will you write it? Correct or not? Without a field, how will you write it? Is a big question mark now. Understood? Okay. So guys, listen. Without a field also, you can write a property. Watch. Public country. Okay. Public string country. Get set. That's it. Did you understand me? What is that? Automatic or auto-implemented property introduced in C Sharp 3.2. So yeah, when I do this, you'll be wondering here, what is that? Sir, you did not write any code, anything here, no field, nothing. Who will hold the value? To hold the value, the field is implicitly declared. I repeat, to hold the value, the field is implicitly declared. Got it or not? Understood me or not? Say someone has to hold this value now. To hold the value, the field is implicitly declared. It is implicitly going to declare the field for you. Okay, what is the name of the field? Why do you want to know that? Why do you want to know that? I don't want to know that. Sir, if I don't know the field, how can I use this in my code? How can I initialize it? Because initialization should be done. Within the class, I want to use the field. Don't use the field anywhere. Everywhere use the property only now. Everywhere use the property. Initialization is the doubt now. Go to constructor, guys. Till now you're initializing fields here, but here we don't know the field name at all. Correct? Huh? Initialize the property only directly. Initialize the property only directly. You're directly initializing the property. See, put your mouse on this. What is this? Field. Field. Property. It's a property. Here you're initializing a field, but you're initializing a property directly. Am I clearer or not? You're directly initializing a property. So that is what. So when can we use this, you know? You can use this only when there are no additional, when there is no additional logic in the get and set accessors. We can use this only when we don't have any additional logic under the get and set accessors. Now tell me, can I use this in case of state? Tell me, why? There is a condition in the set, I cannot use it now. Can I use it in case of city? No, I cannot. Can I use it in the case of balance? No, your get and set also has conditions. Can I use in the case of name? Come on. No, why? Condition. Can I use this in the case of status? Yes. It suits correctly for status, man. It suits correctly for a status. Why? No additional conditions there, see. We don't have any conditions, simply get and set. So automatic properties well suits here now. Can I use for customer ID? Yes means actually the answer is no. Why, sir? Because actually automatic properties came in 3.0. When? 3.0. So when they came in 3.0, automatic properties have a small restriction. What is the restriction, you know? If you were planning to write an automatic property now, compulsory you should have get and set also. Got it or not? Compulsory you should write get and set also. I cannot remove the set with only get. Compulsory get also should be there. Set also should be there. Why, sir? Why do I need a get and set, sir? Both, why do I require it? The reason behind this is, a set is not there, assignment is possible or not possible? Louder. But you're assigning a value in the constructor, see? You're assigning a value, country is equals to India. If set is not there, that will not work now. Am I right? That is why there is a restriction. What is the restriction? Compulsory you write get and set. Sir, then if at all I want to read only, possible. Think twice. Private set, perfect. Use the previous feature now. It's read only out of the class. It is read only out of the class. Out of the class only, you know, important for us now. Out of the class is read only. Within the class, it is read write. Out of the class, read only. You can only get the value, but you cannot set the value. Why? Set is not accessible to you. Obj dot country. Customer country. Understood? So can I modify this? Means obj dot country is equals to something I cannot assign first. Why? The set access is inaccessible to you. You cannot use it now. So assignment doesn't work. Did you understand automatic properties? Tell me, what is an automatic property? When the property doesn't have any extra logic and if it contains only get and set, without declaring a field, initializing all, we can directly write off a property. A field will be implicitly declared. A field will be, what is the name of the field? None of my business. None of our business here. What is the name of the field? Understood? But there is a field internally for holding the value, and the field name is not known to you. The field name is not known to you here. Am I clear, all of you? Okay. So this is an automatic or a auto implemented property. Introduced in which version? But what is the drawback here? We should write both get and set also. Why, sir? If set is not there, assignment will not work. Are you clear? Means can't write like this directly. I want to write like this. It's invalid, man. Actually, it is invalid. Why? Because set is not there. You cannot initialize in the constructor now. Okay. To resolve it in 6.0, they added as a feature. What is that, sir? Auto property initializer. What is that, sir? You can assign a value directly at the time of declaration only. Array, why did you ask for set to initialize in the constructor only? Na? Declaration time only assign it now. Declaration time only assign it. No need to go to constructor again now. Declaration time only you can assign it. Guys, this is also read only property. But a new feature what I taught you? Auto property initializer. Introduced in 6.0. Okay. So automatic property introduced in 3.0. Auto property initializers came in 6.0. Means you can write this code in simple way as like this.